Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at what is probably the best deck in the game right now, which is Tempo Rogue, or Lackey Rogue as it's sometimes also called. And what can you really say about this deck? This deck is an incredible powerhouse. None of the cards by themselves are perhaps super good, but it just has every card in the deck is strong and it's just a great deck overall. I played a few builds of this archetype and eventually ended up playing this one. I tried versions with Cold Bloods, I tried versions with a little bit more endgame, but this is what worked best in the meta pocket that I was in when I was playing this deck. Because I just found that having that Shadow Step, having that Squire, allowed me to more reliably activate my combo effects like the Miscreants and get the deck rolling a bit more reliably. If I was facing a lot of warriors, I would probably switch this Squire for Jeff Nomi. Then I would have a bit more game against warrior also in the late game if I fail to crush them at my feet early on. This deck is just really good at dealing damage. That's really the thing about it. Waggle Pick is an incredibly powerful weapon, and even though the returning minion to your hand stuff can sometimes backfire on you, it doesn't even hurt the deck that much. It's still very powerful, and when you get that Waggle Pick into Dread Corsairs, Greenskin to make your Waggle Pick bigger, and you just hit face, then you do Leroy, and you can Waggle Pick that Leroy, or in this version you can even Shadow Step the Leroy with a good old-fashioned spell. That's much damage that most decks are unable to really answer that. And that's not even all the deck can do, because you still have the good old Henge Clan Tug. So if all else fails, you can still dagger up on 2, play Henge Clan Tug on 3, hit with the dagger, have a 4/4 on board on 3. And then there's the Evil Miscreant. If you can get that combo effect going, you get those lackeys, and lackeys can be extremely powerful. You get 2 of them. They can also activate your combo effects in the future. They can be used to make Big Edwin. This deck is also pretty good at making Big Edwins, by the way. One of the viable strategies with this deck against most opponents is just to keep a hand with Edwin and a bunch of really cheap stuff and make a Big Edwin and go face. There's of course stuff like Hunter is pretty good against that, because Hunter has a lot of poisonous and these deadly shot effects right now. But against most of the classes, that's just really powerful right now. And after you hit the opponent in the face a little bit, then there's also Myra's Unstable Element if you happen to run out of resources. Then you play that one and you have a handful of cards to find lethal with. The real glue that holds this deck together and that you're mulliganing for is here at 3 mana slot. Evil Miscreant, Henge Clan Tug, Raiding Party. These are all just so powerful. If you have a raiding party, you also want to hold on to a preparation, because prep raiding party means that you can, for 0 mana, you can draw your stuff. So you don't even have to do it immediately. You can wait a couple of draws, see if you can maybe find an Edwin, and then you can do it. You can even do it on 4. Prep raiding party on 4, then you can equip the Waggle Pick immediately. You can start playing some Dread Corsairs. You have leeway on when you do the thing if you have a prep in hand. If you don't, Coin Raiding Party is awesome. Coin Evil Miscreant is probably even better, because it gives you a couple of 1 mana cards that you can then use later on to activate stuff like Raiding Party. And if all else fails, you still have the Henge Clan Tug. Henge Clan Tug is generally better when you're on the play and not on the coin. On the coin, you can do Miscreant Raiding Party so easily. But when you're on the play, sometimes you just don't find those combo activators, and then Henge Clan Tug can be quite powerful still. You can even win games without getting the Waggle Pick Dread Corsair, even though that is the most powerful thing you can do. That Waggle Pick Dread Corsair, Greenskin to buff of the Waggle Pick so it doesn't return stuff to your hand yet and you can push more face damage with it. But you also have access to just regular rogue things, Henge Clan Tug, SI7 Agent, Leroy Jenkins, some Eviscerates here and there, some Saps. Sap is an incredible card too. You can deny tempo from your opponent, or you can get rid of a taunt minion to go for lethal. When there's a bunch of these mech and buff decks also in the meta, then Sap can also be used to remove all those magnetic buffs. The opponent has played his Ciliax on, magnetized that on something, starts to heal. You Sap it back. If Ciliax was the one that was magnetized on the other minion, then poof, the Ciliax is just gone. I don't know, I'm quite speechless really at the power of this archetype. This is just incredible. The only thing that I was really left to wonder after what I had time to play this was whether this Argent Squire should have been an Omi. Other than that, I really like this build. If you enjoyed this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Lackey or Tempo Rogue in action. I might just go with SI7 Agent and Raiding Party in the Hunter matchup. Isn't Henge Clan Tug anticlimactic? You mean it's boring to have a Henge Clan Tug? I guess you can argue that it's boring. Yes, that's possible. To go raiding on Miscreant on 2, but you don't always find them. So I find Henge Clan Tug to still be good. So you don't always find those cards that you're looking for. Alright, now we're coining on Miscreant. Do you want to backstab something? Probably not. Is this a Malygos Hunter now? Because he runs Novice Engineer. Makes me think it's Melee Hunter. We'll see. That Ursatron doesn't make me think it's Melee Hunter though. I mean, I could use the Raiding Party. Pick up a Waggle pick. I have a lot of options here. So many options. Picking out the Waggle pick sounds pretty good. I could also just kill the Ursatron. But that would mean I could pick up the Waggle pick next turn. Then I don't get to equip it on 4. How much of a swing I want to get immediately here? This can be killed if I kill the Ursatron. I suppose that's still fine. I just do the backstab Raiding Party. Kill off the Ursatron. Pick up the Waggle pick. Let's see. Now of course this is pretty easy to kill. But I suppose that will be fine. Secrets are interesting. Can it be something that requires attacking into his minions? I suppose that's unlikely. I mean, am I really going to attack into minions again? Maybe I am. Depends on the minions. Okay. I don't particularly care about that. Could be misdirection. A few alternatives. We're going in with the Waggle pick regardless. I'm trying to hit face. It could also just be a snipe. What if it's a snipe? Then he gets a free kill on the Dread Corsair. But what if it's like Rat Trap? I think I'll give him the Dread Corsair if it is a snipe. Because I want to play around Rat Trap more. I'm playing 2 cards per turn. For the time being. Plays around with that Rat Trap a little bit better.
Ooh, I wonder what this is.
Do I need to kill the Spider Bomb? What if it is a Rat Trap? I mean, Kobold Lackey Eviscerate could kill the rat. But should I just be going face here? And ignore the Spider Bomb? What if he has a Ciliax? That could be a problem. 3 mana to kill that one. I think we're trying with this one. And I'm hitting more face here. Returning that one back to hand. So it doesn't cost me anything. Then I can still play an SI7 Agent to his face. And I suppose this is okay. Let's see. So it's either rat or it's snakes. One or the other. If he has Ciliax, that's of course good. And there's definitely Ciliax in that deck. Well, Ursatron has died, and Shimmerfly. Spider-Bomb hasn't died yet. But he might be able to find Ciliax with the Ursatron Death Rattle. He didn't, but he might find Ciliax with the Ursatron Death Rattle next time. How do I deal enough damage? I need to do another 18. 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. Still need to work on that a little bit. Do I even hit face with the dagger? I can play a 1 mana Southsea deckhand. And that's fine. It goes face. So now I have played 1 card. Do I still want to play around Rat Trap? I think I do. Just playing a Miscreant here. And hitting face with this one too. I think this is fine. I didn't trigger the Rat Trap yet. I put him down to 15. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't quite have enough mana to do everything right. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7 mana to deal. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 4. 12, 14. I might have just enough here. Right. If I counted this correctly. We're about to find out. Did I count this correctly? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Let's see. So it starts with the deckhand. Deckhand goes face. I shadow step the deckhand. Deckhand goes again. That's the Rat Trap. Deckhand goes face. Lackey goes face. Lackey goes face. Eviscerate goes face. S-7 Agent goes face. Dagger goes face. Lethal. I can go with something as basic as this. How long are you streaming, you think? Maybe half an hour more. It's been a very rough day, so I've been too tired to actually stream, but I've been trying to anyway. So I would assume this is a 2. I want to kill his mech, and this one is going face. And next turn I will play a Hench Clan Tag, of course. He could have a Knife Juggler into something. He might even just play a Scarab Egg and then pump that up a little bit later. Viable plan. Knife Juggler coin something gives him 50% for a good result. Okay, this is an important 50-50 roll. Does he win it? He does. That was a very important 50-50 roll. Next turn he will get multiple rolls, so he can probably trade in the Flame Imp to the Hench Clan Tag. I still think I will try this. In theory I could dagger up to kill the Knife Juggler next turn. If he doesn't find a Void Walker. Let's see. He trades away the Knife Juggler. Not bad, not bad. And he gets some Lackeys. That's not bad either. Oh, but this prep raiding party is really good. Prep raiding party time. Double red causes. Just how beautiful is this? Waggle pick. Red cause, kill the Flame Imp. I mean, he does have 2 Lackeys now. And we're getting to a point where he can soon maybe do some magic carpet things.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, that's a strong Lackey. That's a really strong Lackey. Okay, what about the other Lackey? Let's say 0-6. Well, he doesn't have a lot of ways to buff it. Well, he does have, of course, the Grim Rally. There are a couple of things that he might be able to do with that. And I do need to kill the juggler. But I have some alternatives too. Make this cost 1. But I'll go for something like this instead. Let's try this one. He has no lackeys in hand. He can have Grim Rally. He can have... well, he could have another Abusive, but that's pretty unlikely. A Sea Giant. Interesting. These could both go face. I could kill the Sea Giant. What if I push 8 plus 6? That's 14. I would need another 8. I don't have a way to deal another 8. So these both need to go face now. And then I will need to hit into the Sea Giant. And see what do I get back into my hand. I get that one back into my hand. So then I can dagger up. I can replay the Dread Corsair. And then I can eviscerate the Sea Giant. So I can do this. I'm of course at 11. But I have some tools here. He didn't have... oh, with the Cult Master he can draw an additional. Why would you run Cult Master in Zoo though? With the Void Walker... do I want to deny card draw? I probably want to deny card draw at this point, yes. So I'm actually going to backstab the Cult Master. Backstab the Cult Master. There goes the Cult Master. Kill the Void Walker. Hit face with the dagger. Hit face with the Henge Clan Tug. Or trade away the 2-3 with the Henge Clan Tug. Put him down to 10. I don't have a clean way to finish him off if I put him down to 10. I think I will need the Taunt Minion more. I actually want to do this. Then I'll Shadow Step the Pirate in order to replay that, and then I can re-dagger. I think this is the best line. I could have tried to say Shadow Step for some kind of Leroy play, obviously. But this forces him to look for more cards. And he doesn't have an immediate answer to this board. And even with some kind of lackeys, it will be difficult to find an answer to the 5-3. It's going to be more easy to find an answer to the Taunt Minion. Deadly Poison time. Deadly Poison go face, yes. Henge Clan Tug go face, yes. This is what I'm trying here. He obviously can kill the Henge Clan Tug. No matter what, he can always kill the Henge Clan Tug. But I have some lethal outs. He has one more Void Walker left in the deck. Does this set up for lethal for next turn? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Well, I think I'm drawing the rest of my deck here. I think I will probably find a card that kills him. Yeah, I find plenty. And then I'll just eviscerate face. Interesting. I think I will hedge my bets by keeping both of these. So if I draw activators, I can use the Miscreant. If I don't, I still have the Tug. If I draw 1-mana activator, I can do Tug on 3 into Miscreant on 4. I'm on the play, so I didn't have a coin, which kind of promoted this line too. It would have been different if I was on the coin, because then I could just coin Miscreant on 2. But I believe this game might be one of those games where it's actually useful to have the Tug. Because people are questioning whether Tug should be run in this deck or not. Druid is probably a token Druid, so... and I don't have a fan, which means that he actually has a pretty good chance against me. dagger, and when you get hands like this, that's when it's useful to have the tug. I mean, of course, I might be able to top deck something useful next turn, but I also might not. The landscaping is pretty good, though. It allows him to deal with my Henge Clan tug. But I suppose that is acceptable. Well, even if he buffs these up, it still takes both to deal with this. Unless he picks up a good Lackey. 2 damage Lackey. Rush Lackey also does things. That was nice. I think I still have other things too. I probably want to just play another Henge Clan tug here. I mean, my real alternative is Miscreant, Shadow Step. I don't even know. Miscreant. That just seems so incredibly weak. I think I want the Henge Clan tug. So I got to see the Lackey from the rat, but now if he has 5 1/1s on the board from Whispering Woods, that would be very strong. Swipe can also, of course, buy him time as well. Myras is not what I'm looking for here, that's my problem. These things simply do not work together right now. I'm going to have to play the Miscreant. Shadow Step the Miscreant. In order to play it again. Then I get 2 Lackeys. I can play a Lackey this turn. I can play this Lackey, which gives this one rush. So then I can kill that minion. That will still save 1 Lackey to be used together with a raiding party. And then after that I can do waggle pick and things.
This be our neck of the woods.
And cleave. Not good enough. But I need to do the raiding party, right? Ah, can I just do the SI7 agent? I do raiding party, I will have 2 mana left over. Not great. I need to do the raiding party. Well, that's not great either. Oh, we're doing the raiding party. I can dagger up, which means that I can kill these minions here and kill the 3/2s. He might not even mind the Mana Wraith. I might not even be able to kill the Mana Wraith. He did mind the Mana Wraith, but now if he has the Whispering Woods, no, but he has Vargot into good stuff. Hate it when that happens. I can at least just kill the Vargot. Barely, but anyway. Barely killing the Vargot is much better than not killing the Vargot. That one... SI7 agent. This fellow goes in, Wagglepick goes in. Pair of Dread Corsairs hit the board. Could I maybe try to use those later with a big Edwin, but I think I needed the tempo now. Because the risks are growing. Risks are growing by the day. How many buffs does he have? 1 buff. Just 1 buff so far, but if he has like Forest Sage for next turn, then I'm just losing this. This is not good. I have deck hands in deck and Wagglepick. Do I need to start going face? I need to start going face. I'm still dead if he has Forest Sage, right? Green skin. SI7 agent. Now this one will still trade there. That's still correct. And Wagglepick needs to start going face here. Forest Sage probably wins the game now though. He had the Forest Sage. Why does he trade? I mean, I need to trade away some of this stuff now. With the deck hands, right? Yeah, I do. I'll use the deadly poison. That will make my raiding party better. I get some deckhands going. I will play deckhand number 1. And I will play deckhand number 2. Deckhand will trade. Deckhand will trade. So that if he has Savage Roar, that would be +8. Too much damage. I need to kill at least one of these. This one goes face. This one goes face. Unfortunate that I got that one back. Then I play the Edwin, and it's a 10-10. And maybe here is a solution. Can he deal with the Edwin? I don't think with 2 minions on the board. I don't think he can deal 18. So he still needs to deal with the Edwin. He's dead if he doesn't deal with the Edwin. So he chooses to die. I mean, he knows I have a Waggle pick in hand. I might try with the rest. And a 1-drop. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Some daggering up. Fine. I'm going with the coin miscreant here. I want those lackeys. Witchy lackey, ethereal lackey. Alright. Can he kill the miscreant? He can with a backstab. Can he kill it with the fan? Nope, he cannot. So this is all going extremely well right now, because I got the witchy lackey. So then miscreant trades here. And I can use the witchy lackey to transform it into a 4-drop. A weak 4-drop. But what can you do? And I can dagger up, and I don't need to hit with the dagger into anything yet. Alright. Well, he can just play a weak minion. And this will become that weak minion now. Yuku5 subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate that. Weak Edwin. I'm cool with that. I can't make a much bigger Edwin myself yet. I can only make a 4/4 Edwin at the moment. Unless I can find a 0-mana spell. Like a backstab. I think going for a 4/4 Edwin is still worth it, even though it can be killed. Let's discover a spell. Blade Flurry if he gets some board control. 10 rogue cards, each costing 1, but random rogue cards. I think I'll take the Flurry actually here. And I think my Edwin will trade away his Edwin. And I'll just play a 4/4 Edwin. I didn't attack with the dagger yet. I have an option to greenskin that into a 2/3 weapon if I need. So here comes an Eviscerate. But that's still fine. He just spent his own Edwin, so I know there's no Edwin coming. I just need to greenskin. He can waggle pick my greenskin. Have some 3/3s on the board. That's still the line. Need to get the greenskin out there. Yes, waggle pick and 2 pirates in hand. And I know he already used the deckhand, so he might even have 2 Dread Corsairs. He did get the double Dread Corsair draw. And a deckhand. This will of course call for a Blade Flurry, I believe. Backstab. Flurry, I could go down to 21 and kill all of these. Not a terrible plan. I would have 2 mana left over. To do what? Not a whole lot. I could also stay at 24 and use a Southsea deckhand. I think I like staying at 24 for now. But if he has Leroy in hand, that will also give him a guaranteed Leroy bounce with the waggle pick. which I don't like. I might need to stay at 24 for that purpose too. So I'll just do this now. Yeah, I'll just do this. But if he has Leroy, that is a problem for me now. Because that's 10 damage immediately and another 6 guaranteed from the Leroy later. Oh boy. He's all in. That's an Eviscerate. Does he have lethal for next turn? Next turn he can do Leroy. If he manages to find Leroy, then that's not quite lethal next turn. It's close, but it's not quite there. Alright, let's see. I'm pushing this damage in. And I have my own Leroy play coming. Does he have what it takes to kill me? Does he have 16 from hand? 8 mana needs 16 from hand. Does he have it? I killed both Dread Corsairs. Because both Dread Corsairs are gone. That means that he doesn't have taunts. This does not look like 16 from hand. So we're just bouncing the Leroy. And replaying the Leroy. Yeah, I'm not even on the coin. It's not a good keep here. I think with this hand I need to open with deckhand on 1. There was the deckhand SI7 agent on 4 alternative, but I didn't think that was going to be strong enough. I think I needed this now. So this is a Bomb Hunter. And now he has some pretty sweet discounts on mechs. And I could drop Backstab SI on this Ursatron. He doesn't have a lot that he can magnetize on it yet next turn. He could magnetize a Spider Bomb. His mechs are discounted though, he could magnetize a Replicating Menace. I think this is actually my best line here. Save the Backstab SI. In case he magnetizes a 3-mana Replicating Menace on that. What about next turn? He still has 2 more cards that he kept from the start. There's also the Backstab Raiding Party. I get Waggle Pick. I need to do the Backstab Raiding Party.
Here we go.
I think this is the line. I was quite uncertain about that. But he could have a 4-mana War Gear. Oh, he has a 4-mana Ziliax. That's even better. Okay, now this turned out to be bad for me. I can't kill the Ziliax now. Yeah, my bad. I think that still was game. Not necessarily. I mean, of course, Galvanizer gave him discount on Ursatron, Explodinated Ziliax, all of that stuff. So that is the best possible hand that you can have. And this is a 50-50 matchup. And he had the best possible hand, so that obviously makes it much better for him. But it doesn't necessarily yet mean that it's game. Because, for example, here I can do stuff like Backstab on this. Followed by SI7 Agent on this. So Ziliax is gone. Followed by, I guess, Eviscerate on this. And Waggle big hitting face. Obviously that was powerful, but it's still not over. So much depends on what he can magnetize, where he can magnetize. Raiding Party is no good though. Too bad I can't play it this turn. So Greenskin. Does he have more magnetic stuff? He could. What if he has the missile launcher? Drawing Deckhand. Deckhand is the only pirate left. Yeah, drawing Deckhand does nothing. It's either Greenskin or Myras now. I think it's Greenskin. And we're going all face here. Let's see about this approach. So then so much depends on what other magnetic stuff he is able to find. I already saw Ziliax, I already saw War Gear. You just hit the 2-1 into the Greenskin first. Then the Goblin Bomb can give him some value. 4 more mana. But is 4 more mana enough? 7 damage on the board. Not a lot of cards in hand. That's my last pirate. But it goes nicely here, right? Or wrong? 7 damage, 8 piece of points of damage. 5, I need another 13. I need another 11 after the Deckhand. No more pirates in the deck. It's a Myra's turn. There's a Leroy. So then I need to do Deadly Poison Deckhand. Deckhand face, this one face. Okay. So he's at 9. And I've already seen Ziliax. He can't get a taunt on the board, right? There are no more taunts in the deck. And he doesn't have 10 from hand either. Because I've already seen 1 Menace and 1 War Gear. I think I'm simply winning this. I could have played around the Ziliax though. But it's hard for me to see how he wins. Well, I had that Myros for some time there. And that's 8. That's not enough.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Like this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.